Alright, alright, alright. It's your boy. I think we're live now. Yes, we are. Daddy's back. Okay. Let's figure this shit out. Let's get the code back on the screen. Sorry about that, guys. Like, I would rather end stream and restart it with better quality and, like, better fucking less lag than just, like, have a shit stream the whole, like, fucking time and then waste everyone's fucking viewership. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for the better. It's for the better, honestly. Y'all will come to appreciate this shit later. Okay, without further ado, so basically last stream, which is basically like 10 minutes ago, let's go to clear. We're back on the auto clicker, git branch. We're gonna check this. That's good. Run the correct branch. So go run main.go. Now I should have ignore duplicate libraries. Let's go V. Unrelated key press. T. Okay, terminates the script. E for end. Okay, cool. Everything's working and it looks like I can run this because right now I'm calling this function. I'm not calling this function, but I have it defined up here. So I have all the libraries defined and I have this ready to be called per se. Now we have to find out whether this works while the rest of the program works. So let's uncomment it. Let's save it. And now it's time to check whether that would work. Because if this works, then we can kind of modify it to do what we want it to do, which is like create the GUI that we have in our drawing. Let me show you the beautiful drawing, because like if anyone's seeing this that was from the past stream, I just want you guys to have some context. Oh yeah, by the way, just gotta flex real quick, you know. Let's cut this tree. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this is the project plan right now. We're on phase 2. Create the GUI. We got the find library. We're using find. We want to create this. So let's break this down to steps. Which is okay, and then once you get that, dynamic input from user, and then actually wait, let's move this around. And then dynamic input from user. That's phase 2. So right now we're kind of on this part, and we're trying to figure that out. So we'll figure that out right now. It's so nice when it's not lagging. So let's start running the script now. So go, because now we activated this go routine on its own. So this should run separately on its own, even though the other code is running. Okay, ignoring duplicate libraries, LOBJC, error and find call thread. This should have been called, find, do, and await. Okay, from users, autoclick kinologist, lines 4906, 49. It's probably this. This is probably what's giving me the error, but let's figure that out. So let's figure that out. I hate when my screen freezes. I have to keep like looking back to see if it froze. So that way like you guys don't suffer from like the quality. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's see. So let's try it again. Control C. Unrelated key press. Okay, so it is running the opposite script. It's just not running the fine GUI. So if I run E, this will terminate the script completely. That's because this go routine is running, and this is the beauty of Go. Two go routines are separate processes, separate threads. So basically the main go routine is the main thread. This is our main script that we want to execute in order. This auto clicker is running in the background because it has a go routine assigned to it, so it's running on its own. That's when I press E, it ends the whole script, which is the main here. And it takes that pointer reference and then all that shit. This autoclicker.gui is throwing some sort of error. I want to isolate this. But at the same time, I don't want to lose my code. And I don't want to do a new thing. So what I'm going to do is, maybe I should comment it out. Maybe I should comment it out and then call it within here. And that we shall do. So right now we're going to comment this. We're going to comment this go routine. We're going to comment the actual false. And we're going to comment this whole auto clicker function. When I save this, all these should disappear. So now we're only left with fine. So now I'm going to diagnose fine, and I want to run it as, I can't run this as a go routine because it's in the main function. Since it's in the main function and nothing else is running, this now becomes the part of the main go routine. So if we go back to the diagram, I just want to show you how the go routine works, and then we'll pull that up right now. So if you look at the go routine here, and this should show on screen right now. This main function is the main go routine. So everything in green, and this go function in yellow is the subroutine. Subroutine runs parallel to the main routine, but if the main routine ends, the subroutine ends with it. And this is the project plan, so yeah, we just want to get something to show on screen. So I'm also going to list. I need to get around this, because once we can get a GUI showing, like that's like 90% of the work done. So then the rest is like fulfilling that, the rest of the project requirements. So I'm gonna use Go's built-in features to my advantage in this case. See how nice it is when there's no lag? It's fucking beautiful. Everyone gets a nice, clean experience. I might have to upgrade my MacBook. We'll see. Once I'll reinvest back into the gear once I start to blow this up. Okay, so I'll save this here. Now autoclicker.go is part of the main Go routine. I removed the Go keyword because I commented everything else out. I'm trying to isolate as to why this autoclicker won't run. So I'm gonna go mod tidy clear go run main.go. That should work. Command line arguments. There we go. Ignore and duplicate libraries. Okay, that's fine. This is what I want. Hi, welcome. So let's analyze this behavior real quick. We do have a GUI working, and this is the expected behavior of how it should work. If you go to the docs here, this is the fine IO fine, and then this is it. Okay, so completion of fine. So basically I took the script from here, all its package dependencies. Like even if you don't add this yourself, as long as you take this, put it in a function, it should still run the way it does here. So right now I put it in a function here, and I just ran it in my main Go routine. So and when I run this, what Go does is it looks for all the points where there's a library that's needed, so some sort of dependency. So if I go through this right now, so there's app.new. What is app? That's some sort of object widget. What's a widget? So probably something for that. Yeah. And then container.new vbox. Where's container? Okay, there. So now that we have three different types of things, dependencies that we need, Go is going to automatically pull this in and populate it. And if I delete these, for example, let's say I go like this. You see how it automatically took the highlight out? If I save it, it's going to remove it. You see that? And then if I Control Z that, it'll come back. Control Z, save. If I save it with this, it automatically pulls in the libraries I need. And that's why all those libraries that I had originally, they're gone. Because I commented out the code. When I uncomment it, it's going to come back. And then that'll give me exactly what I need. Okay, so now that we have this running, and this fine application, we need to understand what's happening here with this GUI. And let's see if I close this, what happens. Does the script terminate? Yeah, so this terminates the script. So if I go clear, go run main.go, it's going to run the script, and then if I close, it terminates the script out and so on. So that's also a good sign. That's what we want as well, because the next thing that's going to happen with this Go script is we're going to try and link this we're going to try to link the auto clicker to this GUI. So let's try running it again. I'm trying to really understand what's going on with this thing. It's nothing crazy, but at the same time I'm trying to see. So app.new creates a new app, new window, it's probably this. Hello widget, new label. Widget, new button, set text, hi. New vbox. Okay. How do I get this to look like what I have? What if I did this? Let's just play around with it now, since we already have it up and running. Since this is Golang, we'll have to run this again. to check what has updated. So right now I currently have a new app, new window, widget, new label, hello, fine. New label, hello, fine. So if this is the label, hello, fine. Widget, new button. So let's click it. Welcome. Hello, set text. This is what. So I'm starting to understand how this works. If we understand this at an object level, right now we're saying app new window. So that creates this actual window here. Fine application. I don't know how to change this title. I don't like it. Anyways, we have this called fine application. The next thing we know is hello. So it goes widget.newLabel, hello, fine. So if I rerun the script, hello, fine. I expect to see this. w.setContent. Now this is looking for some sort of event. Okay. And then there's a widget new button. And there's a callback. So when I click this button, it looks like it looks for a click event of some sorts. And that's going to change it to hello or welcome. Welcome. Okay. That's good enough for me. Next thing I want to do is I want to create a new button. If I go start, for now, let's go start. And then I believe I could also do the same thing by using pointers as well, by pointing it to the address. Or I could do a callback where if that new thing is hit, it treats it as S being hit. So that's going to be some logic we need to understand and look at. So right now I'm just going off of what I'm understanding from it and seeing how far I can get, basically. So right now there's a new button, start. New VBox, a new container with specified objects using the VBox layout. Objects will be stacked in the container from top to bottom, always displayed. Okay, because VBox probably means new vertical box. Display the min size, use a different layout. If objects are intended to be larger than their vertical min size. I don't care about that for now. Oh, this is in Golang. I don't know if I can do... I was thinking I could do shorthand notation, but I can't. I don't think I can right now as it stands. So I'll do this. Func callback. Oh, shit, my back. Okay, so let's get that. This looks like it's good too. I don't know why I need this hello here. Widget.label. I'll play around with that as well. We'll have to keep running it. Show and run, show and run. Container new VBox, okay. start stop. So let's see what's going on here. So if I get start stop and I rerun the script, that should affect this. Control C. Now I anticipate to see these new buttons, start stop, and they shouldn't do anything. There we go, start stop. That's good. That does what I want it to do. The next thing I want to do is, let's play with this. I'm just curious if it does it live. No, it doesn't. Let's go. So that's to compile it and then do whatever after I run it. So let's close that. So start stop is there. We have our two buttons. I want to see if I can create some sort of text. So if I go back to the docs now, if I go find .io, I want to go to the docs, then I want to go to widgets, label button entry. What does entry mean? For simple text content, entry can be created with simple text new entry. When you create a widget, keep a reference so that you can access the text field later. App.new my app, my window, entry widgets, enter text placeholder. New vertical box, we put the input. I wish they had visuals on this, that makes it so much easier to use. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like all I have to do is add some sort of item here. And let's refer back to the drawing so I don't get lost. So let's take a look at the drawing. So we got these. Next thing I need is 3 text boxes and a close button. This is already there. This is already there. So that's built in. Yeah, this should be good for now. So I need 3 sort of text boxes for what I'm trying to do. You gotta go hard. Yeah, so the next part is I need to figure out, how to get these text boxes in. So now we have new widgets. If we go back to the docs, new window, okay, new entry. So this would be input, new entry. I think you can define your inputs here as well. Input set placeholder, new entry, and then you just pass an input, widget save, new button. I think this is how you define your actual entries. New VBox. What does the hello do? Okay, let's like play with it. So let's run it as is first. I just want to take a quick look at this again. Hello, fine. Okay, cool. This is the hello widget new label. So I could technically I see how this works. I understand how this works now. Okay, let me see my drawing. This VBox basically just maps out what you want and then you just add it to here. So if I go back to the docs, inputs, there's start stop interval. So we'll call this start. We'll call it AC, start AC. Stop, start AC key. Stop auto clicker key. Start, stop, and then interval. Interval, start auto clicker key, stop auto clicker key, interval. I'll just leave that as interval time. Interval input. Then we can go this widgets. It's my first time using this library, so bear with me. I'm just like reading this, breaking it apart. Fuck, I just hit my funny bone. Fuck, I just hit my funny bone. Fuck. I just hit my funny bone. That hurts so much. I can't feel my hand. Fuck. Why does this shit happen at 1 a.m.? One sec. I know I got amazing biceps, but like, why does this shit happen at 1 a.m.? Fucking hell. Just hit my funny bone. One sec, I just gotta recover. You guys are like, yo, why is this guy making a diarrhea face? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Is that how it is? Okay, so funny bone pain wore off. Now we go interval. Let's go lowercase. Okay, so now we have widget new label, widgets wset content, which is new window, and then within the window, set content in a container dot new virtual box. We'll have to figure out all this and play with that. But starting here, we now know that I want to get labels and I want to get input boxes to match my drawing. So let's take another reference look at the drawing, and I just want to show you guys as we approach this. There should be a total of, we know this doesn't count because it's built in, but there should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements on this GUI. So we need to get these 8 elements set up. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 3 more text boxes. So according to the docs, these text boxes are going to be, what's it called? Let's see. They're going to be called input, set placeholder, new entries, widget.new entry. So I'm just going to go, and you can set a placeholder on each one. We're not going to do that for now. Because I just want to get a proof of concept going. So let's do that. So widget.new entry. And we'll call this start. Start key input equals widget dot new entry. I believe that's it. Let's see. Did I spell it right? Something with the spelling always gets me. Okay, so let's see. New entry, is that capital? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's gonna be new entry, and then all I have to do is just do that 3 times basically. One second, let me drop these fucking U logs. I can't believe these used to be 1K each back when I was in elementary school. Anyways, widget new entry. I'm not gonna set anything in it. I just want to see if it works. So start key, there's gonna be stop key. That's gonna be widget new entry, and then interval. Interval inputs. This is already exists, so I'm gonna call this interval. Start auto clicker key label. Let's be really specific about our names. Everything should be explicitly clear about your names, because like that's actually one of the most important factors for debugging later on. You're gonna start to notice like when things aren't properly named, like that's where a lot of your bugs will stem from. Interval label. And then interval inputs, start key inputs. And now we have all these. So now we can actually list each of these. So now we have a total of 8 elements like we saw in our drawing. So we're gonna add these by going start AC key label, and then it's going to be start AC key inputs, stop AC. Bro, I want this to stop fucking highlighting this shit. I just want to write the damn code. Stop AC key label stop AC key input. So label input AC key. This is missing a underscore. That's good. And then the last one is interval label, and then interval input. So now if I run this script, it should show all the inputs and labels. We haven't hooked it up yet, but it should work the way we intended to work. So I like to group these, separate the codes. Now we know what is a new window. So this is new app, new window. These are all the different types of labels. And then we can also create the buttons. So this widget button, technically we could even do this, start button, stop button. So we can go start button. And this is the cleaner way to do it. We just want to display elements in our set. I know I'm acting like the expert, but this is my first time ever using this shit. I'm just going by what intuitively it would be like. It's very similar to Flutter in that sense, which is why I'm kind of getting the hang of this. So start button equals widgets. So I can take this out. So you can either add the literal in here, or you could just add the alias. So start button, stop button. Then we go stop. Now it's just a clean list of elements. Now we can count the elements 3, 6, 7, 8, which is exactly what we expect. As you're going through this programming exercise, and if you do anything, it should match up to your plan, and there should be some sort of expected output. So I expect to see everything vertically lined up because it's a new V box. I'm assuming V means vertical box, where everything just stacks upon each other. It's level of wood cutting. Okay, let's do this. Let's now tag these in here. Start button, and then stop button. Now if I save this, I gotta put a comma here. Now if I save and run this, because right now all my other code's commented out, this GUI should run in the main Go routine. So that's why I took out the Go keyword once again. I took out the Go keyword because there's no other code running here. So this is now basically the main Go routine. This thing right here. And if I run this, I expect to see everything in this order. So let's try it. Control C, clear. Go run main.go. This should work. Yeah, there we go. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Who's your fucking daddy? We got start. You can put whatever we want here. Stop. Put whatever we want here. Interval. And start, stop. These don't do anything because I didn't have any behavior in the callback. But that should be good. This is basically the interface we want for our auto clicker. Now I want to be able to link these to the code here while it's running as a separate Go routine. So now I just want to see if I can uncomment all this and then run it concurrently. If that I can do, then I'm optimistic that I can now link these and it'll run the way it's expected when it's all live. So let's try that. Let's give it an experiment. It's all about breaking shit, trying things out. Like, I didn't know how to do this, but based on the other stuff, I just looked at how things were mapped on the screen, and then I just tried to tweak it a little bit. Okay, what if I saw a button, I saw a function like this already there. What if I had 2 of these? So that basically resulted in 2 buttons. So let's run it again. So if I do this, it started out with a start button. I added a stop. So okay, that works. Okay, what is it? How do I add an interval or a label? There was a hello label there earlier. I changed it to start. Okay, so that equals a label. Okay, how do I get a text box? Then I go to the docs. So you supplement what knowledge already exists and then try to build upon what you already know. And that's how I approach this. So I go back to the docs. Okay, so widgets. Everything keeps calling a widget here. So let's go to the widgets. So it looks like there's buttons, there's entries, choices, there's a form, toolbar, progress bar, right? So for the purposes of our application, if we go back to our drawing, because if we go by what we're trying to do, we've already built the auto clicker and it works, right? But we want to make it dynamic now. We want to make a dynamic auto clicker. So we need some sort of an interface that's easy for people to use, and then we need something that takes in input. So we need text boxes. So this is what it should look like. Or so, this is a rough sketch of it. So if you guys look, it's actually kind of not bad. It pretty much does exactly this. We have all these things. Now we need to zoom out. So we've gotten this done. Get something to show on the screen. Check. Make a visual similar to the drawing. Check. Now we need to connect to the existing auto clicker. These are the next parts. Once we can do this, we're pretty much done our script. And that should have everything we're looking for technically. Like, that is what I'm trying to aim for. And that's a really good beginner project, because like it shows you how to take input dynamically. It shows you how to, this actually has multi-threading. Like, think about it. Something as simple as this has multi-threading. We're running Go routines at the same time. The Go routine actually tells the operating system to create a new thread, right? So you're learning a lot of different features. You're learning some design, right, with this. It's not just some simple fucking click, right? We're trying to tie in elements of building a whole system. It's not a big one, but it's doing what we want it to do. But yeah, I digress. You know, let me use fancy words. Okay, so we got this. We're gonna run it one more time. I'll run it. Oh, and the other thing is, let's clear this. Go run main.go. So this is working as it should. If I close this, this should terminate the script. Now I'm curious about something else. If I was to now run this as a Go routine, and then would that terminate the whole script here? curious about that. And if not, I need to find a way to make it do that. If there's a way to override the existing close feature. So let's uncomment this. So right now, if you look at the libraries, nothing's here. I'm gonna uncomment this, auto clicker. Save. It's gonna add my time and FMT back because of the print statements. I'm going to uncomment this. This should bring back my libraries for, Atomic Go. Atomic Go keyboard, and then Robot Go for the click. That's good. And then let's activate this concurrency, activate this. And then since now that I have a main routine, this is running concurrently, I need to now make this concurrent as well. So go. Now these are two separate processes, but this interface is running in parallel to the rest of the program. So if we look at this, let's go back to the whiteboard actually. Actually, no, we don't have to go back. Actually, I'll show it to you guys real quick, but I'll just show you the concept of running multiple routines at the same time. So this is the concept of a Go routine. Once again, I did this last video, but I'll do it again, just because I fucking care. Let's go. So this right here. So now that we're back to the main routine and we want to run multiple routines, we have to add this go function in order to run this in parallel. So when working with click events, check system settings. Okay, cool. This works. Main go routine, subroutine. So these are subroutines, but they run in parallel to the main. When the main ends, all the subroutines within that end as well, or they should. So connect existing code for auto clicker. So let's start the process of this step here, connecting the code to the existing auto clicker. So right now, what I want to test is if this code will run at the same time as this. Save. Why is there an error here? Could not import Atomic Go dev. Are you serious? Do I have to re-download this? I really hate it when I have to do that. Okay, let's run this first. Yeah, you see, now we have to manually add them back. I don't like this part about Go. It's so lean that it just makes things like inconvenient for you when you have to add things back. So that should get rid of the errors. Atomic Go keyboard. Must declare its path as keyboard. Okay. just gonna chat GPT it. I don't want to fucking deal with dependencies on this shit. Okay, we'll copy paste that because I just want to get this to run. Once I'm done, we could probably the next stream try and hook this up to the interface. So let's go here. This is throwing an error. Oh, it should be atomicgo.dev.keyboard. Okay. That's so dumb. Why does it import atomicgo from github.com then? Okay, that should work. atomicgo.dev.keyboard/keys. That should work now. There we go, and it auto redoes that for me. We split these. This tells you all the packages that we're using. FMT for print statements, time for intervals. This time sleep. We're using keyboard keys for key listener events. So here, keyboard listen, and then keys key. To assign keys for string. And then I'm gonna go robot click for simulated click right here. So yeah, that should work. ChatGPT is my spell checker. I don't need this shit to write code for me. That's why we do this shit on live, so we can write it ourselves and then struggle with bugs. And then I don't fucking know. Okay, so let's run this. Go mod tidy. Cool. Go find GitHub clear. So now I'll run go. Run main.go. Okay. Where is my terminal though? Find call thread. This should have been called in find do and wait. So now we can chat GPT this as well. Let's just quickly check what this is trying to do for me. Getting this error. I'm trying to is this necessary? Oh, I'm curious as well. I could just run it without a go routine. I could just run it in the main. If I could just run it in the main, that's like actually even better. Before I go to ChatGPT, let's do this. Let's just try it. Let's experiment. Terminate the script. Clear. Okay. I'm curious, George. Okay, let's go run main.go. Okay, so still no thing. Okay, so that's fine. So we will have to add some sort of concurrency to it. Terminate the script. Ended the script. Clear. Is this necessary? How do I get this to run? Oh, show and run blocks until the GUI closes. So putting in the go routine keyboard listen causes issues with the listen. Okay, now in the background. This is necessary for long running non-GUI to click in your loop to be in its own go routine. Oh yes, okay, so that makes sense. No, it's not okay for run fine. GUI. you can fix by running auto clicker in a go routine, another go routine, keeping this in the main go routine. Oh, it runs it after? Run in main go routine. But that's what I just said. I just tried that. That didn't work. Bro, ChatGPT, I'm ahead of you, bro. I'm ahead of the GPT-5 model because I'm just a fucking genius. And that's not even me tooting my own horn. You guys legit saw me on live do this without the go routine. And it didn't work. So, Pooja, what is this behavior? Alright, let's see. Let's try. And like that video, guys. Like this video. Because, yo, your boy is up at 1:39 a.m. with full energy. Giving you guys the top quality. I had to restart the stream for this. Okay, so let's go run main go. Is that order of operations? Is that why? I'd be so surprised. No way. No way. Okay, where's the terminal though? Where's the terminal? This is being blocked by the keyboard event listener. So. Oh, that's why. Okay. Keyboard listen has to be its own go routine. That's why. E and the script. There we go. Did you see that? You see what just happened? When I ended the script, the auto clicker GUI ran. Why? Because it's blocking. It's being blocked by keyboard listen. So when I unblock keyboard listen, it's like a flow of fucking energy. Like it's like, okay, now it's unblocked, the water flows. So now it's gonna let me run this, even though it doesn't do shit. So if I do this, go auto clicker, go keyboard listen, then run the GUI in the main program. That's actually what I intend to happen. So let's try this again. Yes! Fuck yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so if I go start, auto clicker start, yes, 3 seconds. Fuck yeah. Let's go, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. T for terminate. S, start the auto clicker again, so that's working. At the same time, my GUI is up and running. Amazing, amazing. Terminate. And let's try ending. Okay, ended the script. This no longer ends the script. The GUI is now in control of the script. So if I go close, that terminates the auto clicker. So I no longer need E in my code. Because now I'm making E a separate go routine. So I'm making this whole keyboard listen a separate go routine along with the auto clicker. So when I do that, that means that I don't have to terminate the script anymore because it's no longer running in the main go routine. What's controlling the main go routine is this auto clicker GUI. When I close that, that will terminate the main script. So that's kind of good for us because now we won't run in an infinite loop anymore. When I close this GUI, I know for sure the script's gonna end. Okay, so let's save this. I think this is a good place to end off for tonight. So I'm gonna go clear, and then let's check out my branch. I still haven't made it hooked up to make it dynamic for inputs, but we'll do that the next stream. So let's go clear. Git branch, and let's show you guys. I showed you guys how to merge last time as well. I know the documentation is not bad once you get the hang of it. So I recommend if you're going to go through this fine IO documentation, actually download the base package. So actually download the pre-made window, play around with it, and then go to the documentation, because then you'll understand what you're doing with each piece of that. One sec. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. This really helps me out in the algorithm, so that way I can keep doing more of these, and the right people get reached. Right, I'm no expert by any means. I'm just a guy that figures shit out. I was in electrical engineering for 5 years, switched into software development, and yeah, we're gonna keep making videos like this for all my homies. So show you guys the code. This is the branch. We're on AutoClicker make dynamic input, so let's go to that branch. If you look at main.go, this is the current setup, and we want to commit this. So as usual, simple shit, git add dot, git commits m, updates, add interface to the script in main go routine. So we're gonna add that as a comment, so that way if we come back to it, we understand what we did. Okay. 137 insertions. Amazing, bro. Amazing. How long is our script, by the way? 80 lines. It's not bad. Pretty efficient, I'd say. And the bulk is here. Okay, so then git push origin and just put your branch name. Clear. That should now be in here. So if I refresh the page, it should show my GUI now. There it is. So this is the Knologist. You guys know who I am now. Yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Any feedback would be appreciated. Feel free to comment in the chats. This is all just I don't know, I feel like people, let's put it on my face for a second. Let's cut a new tree. And I feel like people struggle with projects, and a lot of people on LinkedIn message me saying, hey man, I wish I had projects. I don't know how to start. There's so much information. All these tutorials don't really teach me much, and I keep getting stuck doing, that's called tutorial hell, actually. That's tutorial hell, where you keep doing tutorials and you don't know shit. So this is me struggling in front of you to show you that these tutorials aren't as glamorous as they appear to be, right? There's someone struggling on the other side that's done all the work for you, but they don't show you how they get to this answer, and I'm showing you live. We're gonna keep doing these. We're gonna keep fucking doing these. We're gonna keep playing RuneScape, you know? So stay tuned. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Love you guys.